Den här grisen, tycker du den är bra? För det är den inte.
Good evening and welcome to Gustav Making Stuff, where I am grilling this pig here. And now I'm gonna show you how to make this fantastic contraption. If you ever need to do this. So, what you need is a 3D printer and 3D printing stuff, scrap foams, latex, paper towels, some PVC connectors, fabric, pipe, this ball, half sphere ball here, and stuff. So, this is a 3D printed file that I find on Thingiverse, but I have hollowed out and make holes so we can push some plastic rods through it. These are 26.5 millimeters, so you can put the 26 millimeters in there. They have a very strange shape or diameter, but I have a lot of them, so let's use them. So you see, here's getting 3D printed, and how all the parts here are being 3D printed, so we can attach them together like this. You see here, you see it kind of fails a little bit, so we adjusted that, but see, this is how we're going to put this together here with some extra strips on the inside and then hot glue them together, and it will be fantastic. So now you see, I'm just gonna push them inside here, and also they're going to be some little bit of an extra work to do with some filler there, but we are going to do that later. So now you see here, and now we're gonna put them together here with the filler. So try to sand as much as possible on this thing, because this thing is quite not very high res, because it was a very old and free pig, but I forget about who did it, but it's one of the first results when you look this up. Anyway, so now you see here, I have taking this half dome thing here, and I have cut them out, and I'm going to put them on the ice here, so they will have ice, even though when a pig is being completely grilled, it's going to, you know, not have ice anymore, but in at least it looks like it has been grilled. So this is for plants. It's rubber and a steel string that you can put together plants with, so they will attach themselves a little bit more straight up. So you see, I've just filled it in to the hole, what I've done there to put on the tail there, because it's very important to have a little circle on the tail there, so we know that the pig is happy. And now I'm mixing up the latex with my power tool, so it will be wet. And now we're gonna put some little bit of craft foam here, just to, you know, make it a little bit more fleshed out. The tail. It's very important to make the tail, because this was in a fantastic TV show, Varan TV, which had now a third season, like 24 years later from the second season. It was really, really fun and amazing, and I really enjoy it, and we will see some bonus insults from them later on in this video.
Tycker du att det du gör är viktigt? För det är det alltså inte.
However, now I'm going to cover this up with latex here, so we will get a more skin toned, or more that it looks like it's 3D printed. So yeah, so now I also take the time to put some latex on the tail there. Now we're gonna take some paper towels here and just wrap them around, so it will look a little bit more skin textured. I was thinking to do this on the whole pig, but it looked really strange when you did it on the flat parts of the body, so just some detailed part, and it will be fantastic. So now you see that I'm just removing the edge as much as possible there. There we go. And now we're gonna do this to the face here, so it can have like eyelids, so it will look more like a, you know, some expressions on this pig before it gets eaten. If you are really into Norse mythology, this could be Sarimr, the pig that they eat every day in Valhalla, because it just resurrects every day. And now you see, this is the handle here to, you know, so we can spin it around so it will be grilled properly. So you would also have the basic function here of being able to be start with a crank like an old car. Yeah, so you see, it's a motor pig. Yeah. Now, this is the contraption which is hanging from over the fire, so it will be properly grilled and eaten by people. Now, you see, this is a little bit tight space here in the workshop at the moment I'm doing this, but you see, now we have the problem that it does not spin when I am cranking this thing here. So we need to put some tape and stuff into it so it will create some frictions, like you see there. So now it will spin when I'm cranking this, and it will look fantastic. There we go. And now I'm gonna paint all this brown here, so it will be a little bit more rusted thing going on here. If you want to do these things for, like, you know, your, I don't know, fantasy LARP or Viking LARP or whatever you choose to do this for, I don't know why you ever need to do this. But anyway, so this contraption here also is very good for painting it, because I can turn it around and painting it. So this is now airbrushed with some light brown, and just gonna go darker from step to step. Where I have some reference materials on how they look when they are being, you know, grilled in this particular way here. That they have very few black spots, because, you know, they turn around all the time and never gets too much heat on one place. But some places it just happens anyway, so I put some black spot on it also, which I forgot to film. But anyway, so now you see here it starts to look more and more like it is a very tasty grilled pig, strictly from the grill contraption thing. I need to look up the word for this, but whatever, you see, it starts to look. And also, when it is wet, it glitters a little bit, and that's just fancy for food photography. Yeah, so there we go. Now you see, I also do it a little bit more darker around, like the legs and stuff like that, just to make it a little bit more definition, the shadowing, you see, with the brown paint. So now you see here, now we're gonna paint the eyes black, and also inside of the ears, so give it some little definition, so it will pop out in the frame a little bit cooler, and also a little bit darker on the ears there, because it's a point that sticks out and will attract extra much heat to it. So you see, now we just have painted everything, and also a little black spot there. I did a larger one on the other side, which I didn't film. But now we're gonna put on some fabric here on the handles here, so it looks like it has been, you know, properly comfortably made here. So there we go, and now we're just gonna put some little bit of a black paint here, so you have robbed up some dirt when you have cranked for a lot of hours to do this fantastic, tasty pig thing here. Yes, and now we're gonna do some yellow and brown and thing, just to make it a little bit more, you know, rusted and old and well used. So I'm just using a sponge here and some yellow paint on it there. So I hope you find this pig video interesting. When you ever would need a fake pig that you can roast,